All right, ladies and germs, it's time for another video, and this is for the 11th of December 2019. This is the S&P 500 futures mini contract, 8-range chart. If you don't know what an 8-range chart is, I have a video on all of the basics. So at the top of my Twitter page, there is a YouTube link, and you can check that out. It'll go through how all these signals are generated too. Okay, so there were two signals today, and that will allow me to get into something that is kind of discretionary. But you're going to be very pleased with what you're going to learn. Trust me. All right, so we had a buy signal here, right? Negative delta, positive cut, point of control outside the body. Hey, what color is that body? Orange. Interesting. Then we had a sell immediately afterwards. Positive delta, 597, negative cut, negative 87, and the point of control outside the body. That was our first two signals of the day. And then we had one more signal right here. We had a sell with the positive delta, negative cut, and the point of control outside the body of the candle. Okay? So those were the only two signals today. Now you can see in the aftermarket here where we're trading. We've had a buy right here with the negative delta, the positive cut, and the point of control outside the body of the candle. Now there's just a few more things I want to cover in here, but what I really want to cover before we get into the purple and the green line here, which I had alluded to earlier, and also the fact that we came back up to this yellow zone and can't break through it. That's why those yellow zones are important. There's a video on my channel too that talks about the yellow zone. But let me zoom in here a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This rally was completely predictable. And as a matter of fact, there's a few people that I was talking to that I was telling them that we were going to have a big move coming, and sure enough, it came to fruition. Now, I'm not pretending to be a prophet. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a seer. I couldn't see the future, but I can read the tape. Now, some people call this reading the footprint, or whatever you want to call it. I'm old school. I read the tape. So, this is what I'm going to show you. From noon all the way until almost 2 o'clock, this thing went nowhere. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candle bars in a matter of 2 hours and a 3-point range. But it gets better. There's going to be some icing on the cake here. We had 2 orange areas, but that's not even the icing on the cake yet. Here is the big tip-off that we were going to move sharply higher. Okay? This whole time that we were stuck in this range of 3 points, or 3 handles, as us professionals call it, what was going on? Negative cut, negative cut, big negative cut, big negative cut, big negative cut, big negative cut. And if you remember, cut, or the commitment of traders, is a measure of pressure. So we've got a lot of negative pressure, a lot of negative pressure, a lot of negative pressure, a lot of negative pressure. And what's going on with price? It won't go down. All that pressure, and it won't go down. That, my friends, is telling you that bulls are getting ready to rock and roll, because the bears are trying really hard right here. Trying hard here. Trying hard here. Trying hard here. They can't get it to break. Not to mention the fact we were right at a yellow zone. And they just were getting frustrated. And when we finally broke these highs, the bears covered and ran for cover. So that is just a little tiny tape reading. And it's discretionary, but it'll help you out a lot, because this is all telling you a story. Mr. Market is speaking to you. When Mr. Market speaks, just like E.F. Hutton, people listen. And you need to listen to Mr. Market. All right, that is it. Hopefully this didn't run too long. And I will speak to y'all later. See ya.